He's a multimillionaire who raised money to help get President Obama elected, but this time around, he's ready for a Republican.
I like Jeb Bush. Jeb Bush was governor of my state for 2 terms. He did a good job running it.
Don Peebles on deck next to explain his comments to you.
For now, our next guest, a former fundraiser for President Obama, says he's kind of pulling for Jeb Bush. Joining us right now is the founder and CEO of Peebles Corporation and 2-time member of President Obama's National Finance Committee, Don Peebles. Don, welcome back.
Thank you.
Don, first off, what's your interaction with Jeb?
I've known Jeb for 20 years, since before he ran for governor of Florida. And I watched Jeb as a business leader get engaged in the community and also be a successful entrepreneur. And then I watched him run America's 3rd largest state and grow jobs and expand economic opportunity for many, many people.
So you feel as though he's got the best resume. Do you feel as though he's ready for the job? Yeah,
you know, not only the best resume. Out of the 17 Republican competitors for the nomination, Jeb has certainly got the most qualifications. I'd say he and John Kasich are the 2 most qualified in terms of private sector and public sector experience. What Jeb has also is a commitment to equal economic opportunity for all Americans. He also has been a proponent of improving education on an aggressive basis. And I think those are 2 very important things facing this country, especially when we have this widening income disparity between many Americans.
All right, so when you look at Hillary Clinton, she also has a very diverse resume. Why is he the better choice?
Well, Hillary Clinton has not been the chief executive of anything. And so she has not run a government at all. And I think that that's important. She's not run a business at all. I think those are important characteristics. Also, I am not hearing from her a plan of how she intends to move people out of poverty and how she is going to restore the American dream for all Americans. And until I hear that, I couldn't look at her seriously.
Absolutely, Don. And do you think Biden's getting in?
I think he may. I think that there's a groundswell of people looking for alternatives and looking for something different. And yeah, I think he may very well.
He's spending this week with his wife in South Carolina thinking about it. I think he's going to get in, too. It's just amazing. It seems you have 17 on one side and 3, and maybe the 2 leading contenders will be closer to 70 than 60 on the Democratic side. Now, for you personally, running for mayor of New York, is that a possibility?
Yeah, absolutely it is. It's a possibility. You know, look, no one rooted for Bill de Blasio more than I did. No one wants him to be successful more than I do. In fact, I supported him for mayor. But in the first 2 years in office, he's been very ineffective. And it's been very disappointing. And people are struggling here in New York. There's not the opportunity that he promised. And he's just not delivered. And I think that that is a real serious issue. He's not delivered on affordable housing. He promised 200,000 new affordable housing units and has yet to deliver 1 unit in nearly 2 years in office. He's promised to include minorities and women in the economic mainstream, and yet his government does only 3.9% of its business, $18 billion a year in business with minority firms. So $700,000 out of $18 billion.
And overall, does it show liberalism's got a problem in the city?
Well, I think he's a throwback to the 1990s, 1980s, 1990s, and he has more of a socialistic agenda, and that's just not what's going to take New York to the next level. This is the greatest city in the world. It's the epicenter of opportunity and creativity, and it needs someone who's approaching it that way. I'm hopeful that he'll wake up.
Well, yeah, I'm not holding my breath because even the Democratic governor has had it with him. Don, I'd love to see it, and hope you actually get in. It's great to see you on set.
Good to see you. Thank you very much.